Hi guys, Pam over here. Excuse the awkwardness. This is the first time I decide to record myself with the intention of possibly posting it. We'll see. But yes, this video or the intention of what I'm doing is to maybe serve as inspiration to others. It's a little therapeutic, to be honest, and I've just said a couple sentences, but yeah, to serve as inspiration. I a couple months back made the decision to move to Georgia, and even though it was a tough decision, it was a necessary one for me. And I got here, I interviewed, I went to couple interviews. I was offered a couple positions. I accepted on one because ultimately, honestly, it was the best one financially. It wasn't the best one I got feel-wise, but it was the best one I've received salary-wise. So I went with that one. But by day two, working there, I realized that it wasn't the firm for me. So I thought, let me tough it out, do what I got to do, keep sending my resume out, but make an income and stay here until I find something better. So then things just kept happening that were just not okay. Eventually, what I guess did it for me was we were exposed to COVID because my boss's daughter's teacher tested positive. And the way he wanted to handle things was, that was on a Thursday. He wanted himself, his wife, who's also an attorney, and his cousin, who's their legal assistant, to work from home. But myself and another paralegal had to work from the office. So that Thursday, I sent him a text and telling him that I thought it was best for everyone to work from home until we knew results. He calls me, gives me an explanation as to why it makes sense for him to work from home, for me to work from the office. I start to explain myself as to why I think we should all wait for results. And unbeknownst to me, I was on speaker and his wife was listening, and she starts to talk, and I felt attacked by her, attacked in the sense of, was I really scared? Was I really trying to be cautious? And then I felt belittled because then, she asked the question, I answered her question, as I'm answering her question, she's like, I'm just an employee. She's an employer. She deserves more respect, to not talk over her. So long story short, I told them that if that was how they were going to handle things, that I thought it was best for me to drop my work laptop off and us to part ways. Did just that the next day, dropped off my work laptop, and I texted him, how will I be getting paid? Because the week prior, he forgot to leave me a check and his wife Zelled me. So all of a sudden, he's like, I'm going to mail you a check. Sure, you could send him an address, you can mail it here. Then the next couple days, he sends me another text and he's basically like, I need you to come into my office to sign a release for you to get paid. One, I'm not his employee. I wasn't his employee even while I was working at his office because we agreed on attempt to hire. Second, I don't need to sign a release because he's not giving me a severance check and he isn't, sorry, lost my train of thought. He wasn't giving me a severance check. So there was no reason for me to sign a release. And what he was paying me for was for work I already did. So technically what he's doing is illegal. And he's still doing it because he hasn't paid me for my last week there. But the best thing I did was leave. Even though it was very scary to not be working. And at this point, I was already, had everything under my name, living in an apartment by myself. But I just kept the positive mind, kept the faith high, kept applying for other positions. And luckily, I had a phone interview last week. And this week, I went in for the in-person interview. And thank God I was hired today. I start Monday. And I'm just very happy. I feel relieved. Things are looking better. And yes, so this video is just really to serve as inspiration. Like I said in the beginning, it's kind of therapeutic to just talk. So anybody out there, friends, acquaintances, new people just watching me, if I do decide to post this, we'll see. um, go for it. Whatever it is you're thinking about, go for it. Time is gonna pass. Whether you like it or not, time is gonna pass. So, in my point of view, it's best to do all good things, or, you know, try to accomplish whatever it is you'd like to accomplish. Don't think about it, and, like, just go for it, because you're gonna scare yourself, one. Two, you don't want to look back and say, I could have, I should have. No, just do it and see what comes from it. Most of the time, good things come from it. And if they don't, then you readjust and you change your direction. That's okay too. There's no manual, so you make the rules. Why not make them the best rules for yourself? And with that being said, I'll be back. I'll continue, updating you guys on my life if you guys care. You guys, if you have any questions about moving, about whatever, even immigration or personal injury, criminal defense here in Georgia, in New York, feel free to contact me. And yeah, till next time, have a great day.